Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm back with another video, an interesting one. And I know that in my previous video I was having some mic issues and my voice wasn't clear enough, but in my upcoming and my present video I guess it would probably solve the issue. And in my present going video as well, I guess I would be having a clear audio as compared to my previous video, because I don't have any professional uh, mic. Anyways, we would be starting with our VAPT tools, and in my previous video I gave you an overview of very useful security tool which was Nikto. And for my present video I would probably ask you that whenever you are going through any site, let it be an active web application, so are you curious to have a kind of interactive sitemap for that site? If yes, then you are at the right place, and we will be probably having one among the great security reconnaissance tool in the industry, which is SkipFish. Okay, so starting with the SkipFish, as I already said, it basically provides you an interactive sitemap for any active web application or a site which you are probably viewing or having one, or probably testing. So it basically carries out a recursive crawl and dictionary based probes for providing you the result, which is interactive sitemap. So the resulting, which is kind of I am processing more about interactive because I would probably show you that. Please watch my video till the end and you would be able to understand that why I am using and precising more upon the word interactive. So the map, it is annotated with the output of a number of active security checks. So we mean that we have a number of active security checks, and hopefully it is non-disruptive, and we could probably start out with our tool and get our hands dirty. Okay, so that's my Arch-based Linux system, which is Endeavour OS, and probably I already had my broken web application, which is from the OWASP community, the Open Web Application Security Project, as I already mentioned in my previous video as well. So we'll be having the same. Probably that could take a lot of time to scan. Anyways, I already have it scanned, and I'll be showing that if it takes long. So let's see. Okay, so having that said, let's start with the tool, and it is SkipFish. So probably in my previous video I think I didn't show you how to install it, but if you're having any Debian penetration testing operating system like the Parrot OS or Kali Linux, so you would probably have that installed. But if you don't have, so you could use the command sudo apt update your repositories, and then you could use install SkipFish. Okay, but I am using an Arch-based operating system, so I would probably use Pacman and have the SkipFish. There it is. Okay, so I have it installed, so I would not be installing it again. Okay, so I would be starting with a tool, and we have SkipFish, and we have these many options available, and probably not listing out those. We could go up to the help and just see all the options which are available. Okay, so we have a ton of authentication and access options. We have crawls, scope options. We have reporting options, like which we'll be using for just writing out the output. Then we have the dictionary management options if you want to provide some word lists or any supplementary read-only word lists. And we have some performance settings if we want to allow some TCP connections or HTTP connections or whatever. And we have some optional additional settings. So we would start with the tool, and we would perform on our same broken web application, which is on this IP. So we could copy that, and we could come here and do a SkipFish and give the output directory as my present working directory, then the GitHub folder which I have, and in the GitHub folder I have the Nictoscan which I just created the directory in my previous video, so I'll be using the same, and we can probably give it a name which is skip scan. Okay, then we just give out the URL which we took out, and we could probably enter to start the scan. Okay, so now it just displays an welcome page and list out some useful tips if you want to see, and we can just press space to list out all the currently scanned URLs and Control C to abort the scan, and probably we would be going with the enter and not waiting much and just starting the scan. Okay, so there we have the scan started. So here we can see that the scan is going on. The scan time is given here, the HTTP connections which it is testing, it's given the compression rate, the HTTP faults if any found, and then the TCP handshakes, the TCP faults, the external links, the requests which are pending, it's increasing, increasing, and increasing. Then we have some database statistics, and probably have some pivots, some in progress, some missing nodes, some node types, some issues, signatures, dictionary size, and whatnot. Okay, so I will be just showing you the let that run, and I would show you the scanned one I had. Okay, so for this particular scan, we created a skip scan, and in this we would be getting the files and storing them. So let's keep that running. Let's go back to my previously scanned. Okay, so I have it for another website. Okay, so first let me show you the let's keep that running and have a new SkipFish, which is for the URL. Give it a GitHub skip scans and certified, and then I have the site which is certified hacker.com, and I am allowed to perform that scan, and that's why I'm scanning, because it's an open web application which is available over the internet, provided by the EC Council for testing the web applications or learning it. So it's useful for you as well, and you can use for performing the same scan as well. So use that, and again we have that welcome screen. We would probably give out the enter, and there we have that scan also running. Okay, so we would be having that one, and so here you can see that we again had another certified folder created. In here we would be getting all these things. Okay, so you might be wondering that what that files are. So you don't have to worry about all these files. You can just go to the your basic index.html page. So here you would be answered that why I was giving so much emphasis on the interactive world. Okay, so we would launch that, and here is our SkipFish scan, and we would say the crawling results. Okay, so we can directly click on the plus symbol, and we have all the report available on this HTML file. Okay, so you could probably see over here that how much time it took to scan that website, and that wasn't too long, but SkipFish took almost 3.5 hours to complete that scan and list out the result. So that's why I was just saying you that I wouldn't be able to show you the full scan, but I can show you that it's the scan going on, and it just looks like it is. So here you can already see we have 5 minutes which are passed, and we only are collecting the IPs right now. Okay, so we'll go back, and let's try to have a look upon the SkipFish scanner results, and we have some of the HTML form with no apparent XRSF protection, which is cross-site request forgery, and there's no protection, so clearly we have a vulnerability for that present. And this is basically the crawling results, that it crawled upon the whole web application and just listed out basically the interactive sitemap which it is showing you. We also have some document types, and we can have an overview. We have these two web pages, and for JavaScript we have 10 of them. Then we have PDFs available, then we have some Excel sheets, then we have some PowerPoint. Again, that's only one. Then we have some HTML sites and XML with that. Then we have some GIFs and some images, which are quite a lot. Images, that was JPG, it was PNG, we have 104. Then we have text, CSS 17 present with their links, then HTML, then we have text at XML. Okay, so after that, this is our main motto. So this is the main issue type overview. So what we mean by that? These are all the vulnerabilities which SkipFish just listed out in very interactive manner. So we could probably see that red one is quite a danger, blue one is quite low, and orange is a kind of medium vulnerability, and blue is at low risk, and this might be just an internal warning, and the green ones are obviously the safe ones, which are just an informational note. Okay, So we can just have any vulnerability present. Like if I go to the first one, these all sites probably I could say have the vulnerability. And to see this trace, we can have the trace clicked, and that's the whole trace which was made to list out this vulnerability with its whole HTML site, I would say, with JavaScript embedded and custom CSS. Okay, so that's basically the trace. Then we have the site present as well. That this is the site. We can just have the overview of site. We already have the HTML code written, and over here then we have the request which it made, then we have the response, and then we could probably go to the website and see that as well. Okay, so having that said, we come to know that it is a memo. We also have a memo and the modules, and it basically just had that from that, and there is no apparent cross-site request forgery protection on these web pages, and probably we could do the same. Go see the request and the response header, and then we could go out and uh, have the whole HTML code written as we could probably get on the website itself. Like if we right click and go to the view page source, there we have all the code. So that's the same which we get there as well. But what's the difference we are getting? It's only that we are having a trace which was made. Okay, so this probably can give you and list out many other useful informations as well, but for now we also have this I would say this is certifiedhacker.com, and that was an HTTP, and it is also an HTTP, and it's also there. Then we have like JavaScript's present, and you could go up and explore the scan as much as you want. And this was a unknown form field which can't autocomplete. It's probably not a danger, and yeah. So from here we come to an end where we are able to crawl over the whole web application and basically scan it and have the whole crawl result, the whole document type whichever are present in that particular web applications, and any vulnerabilities if present with their risk ratings. Like here we have the higher risk, here we have the lower risk, and whatnot. We can do a lot bunch of stuff in this particular tool, which is SkipFish, having an interactive sitemap as I already showed you, and we can go back to our scan, and that's running, and that's 40 minutes uh, totally gone, and that has 10 minutes, and probably that's still scanning and spotted some nodes, and it would take a long time just scan that web application. So I would thank you, and I would request you, if you like the video, please like the video, subscribe my channel for more upcoming videos, and just press the bell icon for notifications if you want to receive those, and try to share out and make people more aware about the tools which I'm trying to showcase. So thank you for now, and let's catch up in the next video.